What are these? Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to our Minecraft 2025 Let's Play adventure, where we're trying to get a new episode of Minecraft, this very series, out every day. 365 videos total, and this is day 7. We've completed our first week, only 51 more to go. And today, I think we're finally going to put walls up on the house. Now, one thing I haven't decided yet is whether or not we're going to go for this design or this design. And I think I'm probably going to end up letting you folks decide which one you like most. So let's focus right now on getting all of our glass together to create some additional glass panes. And you know what? We'll go ahead and make 32 of them, because we're probably going to need more than that anyway. I mean, in fact, I know for a fact that we will. But let's put some glass in between these and see if we can't get an idea for how it's going to look. Now, right now, we're just focused on one floor. There will eventually be a second floor, and maybe even a third floor. And we're going to do a different style for the next floor. It's going to be built slightly differently. But this floor is going to be built... Oh, yeah, I was absolutely correct. We're going to need a lot more glass panes, which means we're going to need a lot more glass, which means we're probably going to have to go harvest more sand. Oak logs don't go in there, neither do stone bricks. I'm being silly. Put those in there. We do have 31 sand, so we can get those cooking inside of, not the smoker, because that would be silly. Get those cooking inside of here with maybe, do we have any kelp blocks remaining? How are we doing on that front? We have enough dried kelp to make another kelp block. I think I need to go kelp harvesting again, but it's not very fun. We did, in the previous episode, we just happened to sort of swim over some kelp, and we got quite a bit of it. We got like 39 of the stuff, which is handy. And it does need to be cooked up, so I guess we can start smoking that. Unfortunately, we don't have enough kelp to create dried kelp. We'll have to use charcoal, at least on the first batch, which is okay. That's bound to happen from time to time. But staying focused on the goal, These are our two designs right here. This is what we're trying to decide between. Do we want to have the center be stone brick, or do we want to have it be bisected by not quite half, but like a slimmed piece of wood? So, I'm not sure yet. How's it look from the outside? We might do some more trimmings along the outside, right? So there might be some sort of framing that makes one of these look better than the other. Honestly, I was leaning towards this one, but for whatever reason now I'm feeling this. And again, it's the simplest thing in the world to change, so it's not like we have to really buckle down and stick with one or the other. I think right now in particular, we can be flexible. We can swap back and forth pretty rapidly. It's just 3 blocks, and then 3 blocks times however many segments there are, which is a good question. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 segments. So not at all a challenge to deal with. Let's say, for right now, we do it up like this, and we kind of see where that gets us. Now, stone bricks, we definitely don't have enough of. But do we actually need to turn all of these into stone brick? I'm going to say let's do it real quick. That was not meant to rhyme. I do that from time to time. So let's go ahead and top off this entire place with the stone brick. So at least now we'll have a proper frame. We're getting very close to having a real house. And it only took a week, and that's pretty exciting. That's actually very exciting for me. I'm looking forward to not having to worry about if I want to work a little bit into the night, you know, being beset by monsters and creatures. And maybe if we don't sleep a few nights in a row and the demons from the sky come down to eat our flesh, we don't have to worry about it immediately because we'll be safe inside of our house. We're slowly getting rid of all of the different trees on top of this hill, which is fantastic because that means we'll be able to see monsters creeping up on us. We will eventually need to start thinking about replanting trees as opposed to just cutting them down. We have a ton of saplings stored up, though, so that's not a big issue. And we can plant them sort of below eye line, maybe even a proper field. It could be fun to have maybe a separate island play host to our tree-growing endeavors if we wanted to sort of repurpose. Maybe that little island right over yonder, where the single block... Right there, that one. Yeah, we'll build that one up. We have a whole year. We have, you know... Not anymore. The days are growing shorter, so... Well, I mean, technically, when I say that, I mean that the amount of days is growing smaller, the amount of days ahead of us, right? Like, there's still more days ahead of us than behind us, but when we get in the middle of the year, that's going to be an interesting episode. The days are getting longer, though. We're past the winter solstice, and thank goodness for it. I love the longer days. I also, I hear that we're possibly, as a nation, going to finally end daylight savings time. So here's my situation, right? I want to end the time change, but I don't necessarily want to end daylight savings. I like that it stays lighter later into the day. And I understand, here's the thing, anytime I see someone, like my proposal was permanent daylight savings time. And you go onto the internet and you read comments from people, and they're so snarky, and they say, all of these people who want permanent daylight savings don't seem to realize that the days get shorter anyway. Yes, we do. Okay, we all understand that the Earth tilts on its axis, and in the winter, in the northern hemisphere, the days are shorter. Everyone knows that. That's not a surprise to anyone, okay? I understand the days are going to be shorter no matter what, but also rolling the clock back an hour doesn't help. It makes that worse. I understand that for a lot of people, seasonal depression is caused by it getting, being dark when they wake up. I don't care about it being dark when I wake up. I prefer it be light later in the day if I had to choose between the two. But also, I really do just hate the clock change. So whether we go to permanent daylight savings or we eliminate it entirely, to be frank, I don't care. As long as it's just like we have the one time and we don't swap times, that's going to make me happy. Never we're having to... Because like, even just changing the clock doesn't bother me so much as just the concept of it is really dumb. And I no longer want to partake in it. So I'm looking forward to eliminating that. I think that's going to be good for everyone. And I forgot to add a piece in the middle, and somehow we completely managed to not waste any glass right there, which is nice. As I'm building this and as I'm expanding it, I'm starting to question some of my... What? Oh my gosh. You actually bounce on beds. Oh, that's incredible. Brilliant touch of detail right there. I'm starting to question whether or not we shouldn't just make all of these be half height. Right? Except for the corners. Because it kind of looks silly when they go in alternating patterns. So maybe the other alternative is that they're all full height, but I don't know. This I kind of like. I don't know. Well, we're going to just charge ahead. We're going to get this place built. We're going to have an actual real house. And if we don't like the way it looks, we can think about changing it later. How about that? Maybe we don't need to have the perfect plan going in. Maybe we could just do as good as we can, and then later on, if we need to, we can go back and we can do some refinements. So there's 11 sand in there, but there is enough dried kelp to cook up more dried kelp. So we'll do that. And then we're going to take a nap and go collect more sand so that we can have up to 20 sand. And then again, we'll use a dried kelp to cook up the 20 sand. It's all about efficiency, economy of motion. Back down to the beach we go. So even with Unbreaking 1, this axe is not long for this world. I think we might tuck it away and save it for a later day. And maybe at some point we can, if I can figure out how, if this is even a thing you can do, I can pull Unbreaking off of it. That would be kind of cool. And we can store it up and use it for something else. We're going to start taking sand from here. We're going to start, because we don't need this giant hill of sand on our island for any reason. And I would rather go ahead and get rid of it. I like that little shape there. I like the underwater structures now. I don't know what any of these updates were, right? Like, I know there was an update to add caves and caverns. I know that there was probably an update to add underwater things, but I don't know what updates were which. I just don't keep up with them. And quite honestly, I know that bees were added, and I can't imagine caring. I never cared about modded bees, and I definitely don't care about vanilla bees. What are they useful for? Here's the thing that I do know. Here's the thing that I know. I don't know how I know this. It might just be general, just Minecraft osmosis. Like things leak into the culture and then wiggle their way into my brain for some reason. I know for a fact that you can use beeswax on a copper block to keep it from going off, right? To keep it from, does it corrode? What does copper do? You know, like if you've ever seen a penny and it gets kind of gross, which is funny because pennies are barely copper these days, but you know what I'm saying. Oxidize. You can keep the copper block from oxidizing if you use beeswax. But that means I have to go find a bee and then figure out how to farm them. And then I want to use copper blocks. And then I got to combine it all together, which just sounds like quite the hassle. To me, I don't know about you. Got to collect all of these saplings. We might absolutely need them in the future. And we'll be in a real pickle if we lose them, right? Because what if we need to create rapidly a massive farm, and then I just don't have these lying around? What a situation we would be in. But there you go. So I didn't really need to collect all of that additional sand, I guess, because here's the bottom floor of the house. I still like the way it looks out here, if you look at it from the front, with that little bit jetting off the edge. And in fact, I wouldn't mind going even further with that and having another segment out, and then maybe having big old pillars that go into the ground, like into the water down there. Okay, that corner is wrong. I didn't do that corner right relative to the rest of the house. The house has a bit of a modern look to it, right? Because it's so boxy and it's like this weird combination. There we go. I was supposed to build a thing that would trigger when we walked across it to get out. I was supposed to build a pressure plate, and I never got around to it. I completely forgot. I guess I need to go ahead and do that right now. So, where's wood? I guess slabs and stairs we're going to remove from there now. Now we'll leave stubs and stairs in there. This is where we store wood and blocks and things. And we will make a... Can you make a birch pressure plate? It's just 2 blocks, right? Yeah, you can. I don't know if I like it, but there you go. And it'll automatically close behind us, and we can just hit any of these buttons, and it'll open up Or, I mean, like, we don't really... The buttons are unnecessary, because we can just open the door, and then the pressure plate will close the door behind us. Yeah. Oh, ow. We don't need the buttons. Get rid of the buttons. Although they did add, like, an interesting dramatic... Here... There we go. It's decorative now. We've got a decorative button. We could probably make different buttons. But there, yeah, that's perfect. It'll just click shut behind us because of that on the floor. We never have to open it ourselves. It'll open itself. We always have to open it ourselves because we don't want monsters to be able to. Isn't there a pressure plate you can make that monsters and mobs can't activate? Comment down below, let me know. We've got to figure this out, though. And we've got to get the corners fixed. Which means that it is time to break out the scaffolding. The scaffolding. There it is. Alright. And then we just up. It's weird. It's weird. What does this look like? Hold on. Nope. That's an abomination. Alright. It'll work, though. It'll get the job done. Let's get out our oak logs and head back up. An oak log roof sounds like it could be nice, right? But I think we might go with, because like I said, I might want to add a second floor at some point. And so if we add a roof right now, we'd have to take the roof back down to add the second floor. Because kind of what I was thinking was, the bottom is this L shape here. Maybe the top, it's starting to be a square. And I'm trying not to do a square. I'm trying to do something not symmetrical. I'm trying to embrace a different style of design philosophy. And so far I'm really struggling with it because in my mind I just want it to be a perfect square. And the way I was going to do that, and this was subconscious, I didn't even realize what I was doing, but I was thinking the second floor would kind of overhang this bottom floor here. And so all of this would have like a cover of the second floor, and there would be pillars to kind of hold it up. And the fire pit would basically stay where it is. Would be like and maybe have a chimney in the middle, or maybe another fire. I don't know. I don't know what to do now. We've got to do something because we can't allow spiders to enter our home. That would be a disaster. We could go with the open air concept, although again, sky demons, sky sleep demons, whatever they're called, would come to eat our flesh if we just left it exposed to the elements. So let me think about this for a moment. Let me contemplate. Let me look at this problem from every angle and see if I can't determine how exactly I want to go about solving it. Here we go. Minecraft music is what I needed. Absolutely. Yep. Okay. The ideas are coming to me. I'm not talking to myself. I'm having an ideas moment. Right. Okay. But what would that look like? Right. What if we had the roof, like a slanted roof, but it didn't go up in an arch. It was all just one direction, a big slope down. I mean, that's really just buying more into this sort of modern aesthetic we've started on here by accident. But maybe it works? Or we do stone stairs upside down all around the edges, and we just go up another level. It's starting to look like a castle or a prison at that point. Okay. Alright, I've made a decision. I know what I'm going to do. And if it looks awful, we can just redo it. We've got 365 days to figure this out. But we're going to need a lot of stairs. And I think we'll probably just go ahead and use regular old Minecraft wood for this, because it'll match up with the logs pretty well, I think. We also need to go ahead and get just a different axe, because this one is not long for this world. But that means we've got to go try to harvest more iron, right? Because I don't think I have any iron to spare. Yeah, we don't have any... Yeah, we're going to have to go do some mining, which we haven't done in several days. So, I guess we'll head down to the mines. I've got to try to sort out in my mind... in my mind... Hold on, can I just... I was going to say, I guess this is a stone cutter. It's not a wood cutter. Is there a different type of cutter? Doesn't appear like it. Well, what are my uses here? Because I don't want to have to get... it doesn't matter. It doesn't ultimately matter. Into the mines we go! We need to overhaul the mines, too. We need to have, like, an entrance to the mines inside the house. Or else have some sort of off-building here that leads down into them. And we need to overhaul them in a big way. Because right now, the mines aren't that great. It's just a couple of hallways. One of them which goes off to some sort of amethyst tunnel that we never finished repairing. Because remember, I kind of messed it up a little bit. Where was that at? Was that about here? Yeah, here's where the amethyst tunnel is. Go ahead and clear some of this away. Here we go. Amethyst tunnel entrance. Cap all of this back off. It was a mistake to dig it all out anyway. There you go. All right, we'll come back and we'll continue working on that later. For right now, we're going to continue our search for iron, hopefully. So yeah, it turns out when we were down here all that time ago, thinking we were about to find some big underground mystery dungeon, it was just a little cave of amethyst and sort of nothing else interesting going on. Which is disappointing. I was hoping we were going to find a big ravine or the like. What am I looking at in front of me? Diorite? Oh, strange. I guess I saw my own reflection in it, and it for some reason it looked like some sort of deeper cave. It's very dark, my screen. You'll probably be able to see better in the edited version. Have we done it again? Have we just dug to the outside again, or is this an underground... I mean, obviously we're underground. Everything that happens down here is underground. That much is undeniable. But I guess what I'm asking is, have we dug out from under the island? Or what's going on here? Oh, this is like a cave. Okay, cool. We still don't really have the best means for traversing such a location, but maybe eventually we will, and that'll be cool. Let's keep collecting these resources where we can and when we can. The improvements to our underwater mining abilities are noticed and appreciated. Look at that. We've got some iron. Hop back up. We should have brought with us something that we could use for oxygen, like a door, for example. We didn't. I didn't think about it. And I don't have what it takes to build a crafting table either. We should consider bringing crafting tables with us, or at least having one on our person, for moments like these when it would be nice to be able to build the door. Alright. No more iron right there. Well, this is cool. Okay, so right under our house, there's a creepy cave that is full of water and monsters. That's great. Love that for us. Absolutely love that for us. Guess we better start digging in a different direction then, so we can get beneath the underwater cave. Again, in just this constant, unending search for iron. Not digging this properly either. There we go. I was going to say it needs to be at least a little bit taller than that. Sorry, what is this? Deep slate. Cobbled deep slate and smooth basalt. What is deep slate? Oh, you can make a smithing template with it. I guess, if you feel inclined. Polished deep slate. It's just, I was like, what kind of pickaxe is this? It's just a stone pickaxe is all it is. All right, well, I like it. I like deep slate in concept. It looks kind of cool. I don't know what it signifies. Is this new bedrock? Does bedrock not exist anymore? Does it go deeper now? I don't know. How deep does the world go? I know the world got taller, but did it get deeper as well? This isn't a bit. I'm asking a genuine question. Comment down below. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. Man, we've barely found enough iron at this point. We haven't. I was gonna say to make a new pickaxe, but we haven't found enough iron to make a new pickaxe. That's not good. There's more of this stuff, though. And I actually thought we were going to wrap up this episode having, like, a proper house built. What a simple fool I was. Had no idea what we would actually end up doing is going back into the mines and getting lost trying to figure out what deep slate is. I've got no clue whatsoever. I'm not so sure we're going to find any more iron. It seems like this stuff just kind of keeps going. And it seems like this is all it is now. It seems like it's all just deep slate as far down as it goes. I think we might turn back around and go back the other way now, because I don't think there's any reason to dig deeper than this, unless it eventually opens up into some other dimension or something. I mean, we went through this section of deep slate, and it did eventually end. But, yeah, I don't know. I wonder if we can just, like, swim through here real quick and find some more iron on the exposed sort of wall. What are these? Oh my gosh, I'm immediately enamored. Hold on. Let's get a breath. I did not know that glowing octopi were a thing now. Every little thing I find is magic at this point. I did see some more iron though, which is exactly what we're here for. So let's see if we can't get that collected. There, enough to build a new pick it looks like. And if I can collect this bit without getting like sucked into the heat. Now we just got to get out of here without... Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Hold on. What? Hold on. Wait. It looked like it gave me oxygen. Clearly I was wrong. Clearly I was mistaken. I don't know why I thought that. It looked like I had gained some oxygen. I was mistaken. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know where I got that idea from. How much iron did we get? We got 4 iron. We've got enough to build another pickaxe, but not enough to build another axe, which is what we need so we can harvest all the trees on the island, so we can make all the wood into planks so that we can actually build the roof. This is what we've got a plan locked in now. This is what we're going to do, okay? We're going to build another pickaxe. We're going to keep mining. I might look up what deep slate is. Was it even called that? I can't remember now. Deep slate. I might look up what deep slate is. And we got to go back. We got to find more iron. Ha 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 ha, creeper! Oh man! Just got back in from the mine. And you can't get me. I'm safe from you. Safe from all of you, except for spiders and sky demons. Otherwise, I'm perfectly safe inside of my home. And it only took me how long to build? Doesn't matter, creeper. Doesn't matter. Don't come around here no more. Don't come around here no more. Whatever you creepers are looking for. Hey! Don't come around here no more. He's actually running away. Look at him. He's a coward. He's fleeing. He's dead. I think I killed him. We gotta go find out for sure. Or it's some kind of elaborate ruse where he's gonna suddenly rise up, take us down. Oh, he's dead. Did he drop anything? He did. Okay. Oh dear. Now I've gotten myself into a pickle, haven't I? Gotta make my way back to my house while being pursued by the monsters I was mocking. Oh, look, his friend is here. His friend is here to say, I saw what you did. It'd be a shame if something happened to your house. Oh, you don't get your arrows back. Okay, that's all right. That's fine. That's all right. That's fine. Well, I guess we'll call it here. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. I keep forgetting. I've got to keep these short. I've got to keep them brisk. I've got to keep them under 30 minutes. We got to do one every day. You know, we got to do one every day. So until tomorrow, thank you, folks, for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.